And so our authors start out this chapter by saying the term Fideist apologetics strikes many apologists as an oxymoron, like a square circle, as the old joke goes, or military intelligence, right? So, it has these duplicitous meanings here. One can advocate Fideism or apologetics, but not both, right? So that's the kind of the pejorative is, well, just believe, man. That's all you got to do. It's how I don't watch a lot of current media, but that's if you're going to sneak in the not cultish multiple wives Christian or religious person in your show, it's just the person that comes up and says, well, you got to have room for faith, and faith is never defined as how Christians define faith, and people then argue against that strawman. Well, actually, while some Fideist attacks apologetics without qualification, some of the thinkers we are considering as Fideists do not. What they attack is apologetics as usual, apologetics as traditionally practiced. In their own, though, Fideists do offer a reasoned argument for Christian faith, even if they are loath to call it a defense or an apologetic. But guess what? Our authors were going to put them in the camp anyways.
That's right. They're going to make them part of the approaches to apologetics, right? And so, basically we can look at it this way. Right? If explaining how Christian faith relates to human knowledge and to questions about matters of faith constitutes apologetics, then Fideists do engage in apologetics, right? That's the bottom line. And so in this chapter, we'll consider the approach that they take to relating the Christian faith to human knowledge in general and to the disciplines of theology, philosophy, science, history, and to human experience. So we've been kind of following this pattern all along with this book, right? The first chapter goes over the historical ideas and people, and then the second chapter chapter that deals with the particular approach looks at that approach and how they deal with theology and philosophy and science and so forth. And then the third kind of chapter on each approach does those questions that you talked about earlier about, Christ and that sort of thing. And then finally, they do a critique of the position. So this chapter now will look at how, Fideism considers disciplines of theology, philosophy, science, history, and so forth. So that's what we're going to spend our time looking at this time.
Right. We don't leave any stone unturned here. These are the big areas here.